Gentleman from Florida's right.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman.
Yes.
At 11 o'clock, Senator Reid is going to take to the floor, and how I know that is by looking at the Senate and their actions on the vote, which was identical to the vote previous, 54 to 46. And he asked for time to begin at 11 o'clock. I'm just curious, is some of this scripted? Have you or the Speaker or the Majority Leader spoken with either Senator Reid or Senator McConnell about going to conference?
In fact, that's a good question, and I cannot answer it honestly. I have spoken.
Well, answer it dishonestly.
Well, the gentleman knows I'm an Eagle Scout.
We're used to it.
And I told you that I don't know about the conversations that may have taken place with Mr. Reid or Mr. McConnell, but I have had discussions with the Speaker, John Boehner, and I have with the Majority Leader, Eric Cantor.
All right. And I would assume,
I cannot answer the other side.
Earlier, when we were here, I said that I felt that the majority, or my friends in the Republican Party, had lost their collective minds. I no longer feel that way. I know it, that you all have just lost it. It is impossible for a conference to take place before 2 a.m. in the morning, which is the legislative drop-dead date and time with reference to the same-day rule that we passed. And I'm curious about what's wrong with regular order. We've called for it repeatedly over the course of time, and it simply has not happened. So since you spoke with the Speaker and the Majority Leader, I would assume, again, I was watching television. I normally don't watch the Sunday shows because it's the same people saying the same damn thing all the time, and I don't learn anything. But the fact of the matter is I did watch it this Sunday for the reason that I knew that we would get to this point. And it's Rand Paul, the senator from Kentucky, who came up with the idea, I don't know about on your side, but he certainly said it on television, that we should go to conference. And I would assume that he thought that that meant soon. Now, I would also assume that you all have your conferees in mind, or maybe it is the chair of the Appropriations Committee and someone else that the Majority Leader or Speaker may designate. But the simple fact of the matter is, Mr. Chairman, you all are giving new meaning to the theater of the absurd. You would have to know that we're getting ready to shut the government down. There isn't going to be any conference between now and 2 a.m. in the morning. And that's when the government is going to shut down. Now, whether it shuts down a minute or an hour or a day, you're running terrible risks. This self-executing rule might better be described as self-immolation, because the essence of what you're doing is causing yourselves to burn up on legislative time, and you could be about the business and could have been about the business of seeing to it that this government did not shut down. Now, you're trying, in all honesty, to do everything except the one thing that would work, and that's bringing a clean CR here that would keep the government operating for 45 days and give you time to get past the debt ceiling and whatever leverage that you were claiming that you're going to have. This is beyond ridiculous, and I know what your hope is. Your hope is that the Senate won't have, that Senator Reid at 11 o'clock, I'm trying to get there, that Senator Reid won't accept your conference call, or it's not a call, is it? It's insist and request a conference and insist on the Senate amendment. So assume that he does not. Then what I'm going to be hearing from you all in the morning and hearing on television is it's the Senate that caused this to happen, when in fact it is the House of Representatives and their leadership and a rump conference of people that you have let mobocracy take over democracy in this matter, particularly as it pertains to a rule like this. How dare you put us in the position, in the minority, which you are supposed to be protecting, of not protecting that minority with rights that are ordinarily given. Oh yeah, you can do anything you want. You're the Rules Committee. You're 9 strong. You can waive anything you want until it's something that's reasonable. And I hope Senator Reid sticks it right back at you, so as how you will clearly understand that they mean business when they say that they're going to bring a clean CR.